Hi everybody. So I'm gonna start my first vlog, uh, telling you a little bit about myself. I am a mother of two. I have a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old. I have a wonderful husband who I've been married to for 4 years. We've been together for 9. Um, I wanted to start this YouTube journey kind of just to check it out and see if I like the whole sharing and to have memories from our lives. It's hard to keep the memory safe. It's like I recently had my laptop go down and I cannot see nothing on my screen. So I can't get them pictures until I can get the screen fixed, which I have no clue when I'll be able to do. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I was working from home, but I can't get the internet to be strong enough. I can't get the good internet. The only thing I can get is HughesNet, and their internet is satellite, so it won't let me work from home with that. And I can't get any other internet. So at this point, I'm just a stay-at-home mom. I take care of my 2-year-old all day while my 7-year-old is in school. She's in first grade, doing wonderful. Very proud of my children. I am currently 11 weeks and 5 days with our third baby. We are very, very excited. So I'm going to start doing weekly vlogs from here on out with pregnancy updates. I think I'm going to start this one out with telling you a little bit about my first 2 pregnancies. With my first daughter, the first trimester, it was kind of tough because I'd never been pregnant before. So I was experiencing all new. So I had, right after, the day after I found out with her, I found out when I was 6 weeks and 6 days that I was pregnant, which was actually on the day that my baby brother was born. I found out with her, and then the next day I started with the vomiting first thing in the morning. Saltine crackers didn't work. Nothing that I could do would work, and I didn't ask for anything because I didn't feel like I wanted to medicate for that, because it's just throw up in the morning, and I was fine after that. Then I had a lot of fatigue. Throughout my first pregnancy, I did a lot of sleeping because my body was just, I've never been through that before. I didn't have kids to take care of except for my stepson, but he was in school all day because he was 7. So I I laid around and slept. I didn't feel like doing anything. My second trimester, it was pretty good, pretty simple, other than the fact that when I was about 4 months from having my daughter, my grandfather passed away of cancer. He actually gave my daughter her middle name because I couldn't name her Michelle, because one of my husband's older daughters, his middle name is Michelle. I couldn't give her that middle name because his name was Michael. I wanted to name her Michelle, and I could not do that because of the fact that he had another daughter with that name, which was fine. So I allowed my grandfather to pick her middle name, and we ended up giving her the middle name of Nicole. And it was great until we thought he was going to make it. He was so determined that he was going to make it to the birth of my first child, and he didn't make it. 4 months before I had my daughter, he passed away. He had Harry's leukemia. Broke my heart. Sorry for the crying. I'm kind of emotional when it comes to my grandfather. He passed away, and I went and spent 2 weeks with my grandmother, and she kind of got the joy of feeling the baby move for the first time. And she bought me a monitor to help me be able to listen to the baby's heartbeat because I was so scared. I don't know why. I just was. Other than the fact that my mom had issues when she was pregnant for my sisters, and I was about 6 months at that point. And my mom had my middle sister at 6 months, so it kind of scared me. But I went back home, I went to my doctor's appointments, and everything went great up until about, I was 38 weeks and 4 or 5 days with her. My blood pressure was high, and the doctor gave me the choice whether or not to go and be induced or not, because it wasn't causing her a lot of stress, but it was causing some stress. So I told the doctor if she thought it was necessary, if she thought that I would be better off going ahead and being induced, then I would be induced. So she went ahead and sent me over. It was about 3 o'clock, and I got to the hospital, and I went right to the hospital. I had all my bags packed in my vehicle and car seat and everything. I was ready take that back. I didn't have a vehicle at that point. My mom's truck I was driving. My husband ended up having to bring me all my stuff. And then I went in and they did the Cervidil pill. And I dilated. I was dilated to 2.5, 3. And then within 6 hours, I dilated fully and had her at 9:30 or 9:17 p.m. She was 6 pounds, 3 ounces. Happy, healthy baby. With my second daughter, first trimester was about the same, other than I didn't sleep as much. My oldest daughter was in school at the time, so I could still sleep and things during the day while she was at school. I did take naps, but I was up and about. I didn't do a lot of sleeping. I cooked more, and it was a little easier on me the second time than it was the first time because I had been through it once before. With my second daughter, I was fine up until about 34 weeks, and then at 34 weeks, I started having issues with low fluids. At that point, I ended up switching doctors to the doctor that delivered my first daughter because the doctor's office that I was going to at the time was trying to tell me that it was my fault that the fluids were low. It was because I wasn't drinking enough water, and I was drinking a lot of water. And I called my other OB because I had just found out that she was actually still delivering. I was told that she wasn't going to be delivering babies anymore after I had my daughter, and turned out she was. So I called her, told her what happened, and she ended up accepting me as a patient. I was fine and ended up being induced the day before my due date because it was as close to my grandfather's birthday as I could get. So my youngest was born on the 14th of August. So she was born a day before his birthday. So it's close to his birthday. And then my oldest has the middle name from him. I'm trying for, hopefully, to be able to name this baby Michael. I'm hoping it's a boy. We have not found out yet. It's not. It's too early. This pregnancy has been holy terror. I went in for my first appointment at 8 weeks and 3 days. Baby was measuring about 7 weeks and 5 days, but the doctor said because it was within a week of my due date from my last menstrual period, they were going to go ahead and keep my due date of June the 15th. So after my ultrasound and being with the doctor, she wrote me my prescriptions for prenatals and all of those things that they usually do. They did my pap smear, and about a week later, I got a phone call, and she told me that I had some abnormality to my pap smear. They found precancerous cells on my cervix. So now I have to go and do another procedure and see what that is. They said it could be a number of different things. I did some research on it to see what could cause it, and it could be nothing. It could be a cyst on my ovaries. It could be cancer, but it's there. So I went from that to now I'm getting ready to go to my next appointment in about 4 days. And I will update again once I go to that appointment. But my periods, I'm sorry, not my periods. My pregnancy has been pretty tough. I've had nausea really bad. It's been all day long since about 7 weeks. I've been really fatigued. That was one of the things that hit me about 6-7 weeks. What caused me, actually, I will do another video on how I knew I was pregnant before my positive pregnancy test. I think I'm going to stop this video here because this video is really, really long. I hope everyone likes it. Stick with me. I will get better at this. It's my very first time of doing this. Starting on, my days change on Fridays. So I will start doing weekly vlogs on Fridays as of tomorrow. There will be another video up, as well as there will be another video after every appointment, which I have an appointment on the 5th of, December 5th. I have my 12-week appointment, and I will update another video that day, and then on a normal basis there will be videos on Friday every week, and we'll see what happens from there. If things go good, then I will start doing more vlogging with my kids and maybe get them on here. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that yet or not. Thank you for whoever watches. If there is a video that you would like to see, let me know, and I will do my best to get that video up there. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day, and don't forget to like and subscribe.